Why do I do it? That's going to take way more than 3 to 5 minutes to talk about. It all goes back to hockey and always being on skates, and I don't know, just the feeling I used to get when I used to just cruise around on the ice and check a few fools. But like some things in life, you fall out of love, you know. I fell out of love with hockey right before I hit high school. I felt like I hit my peak. I stopped going to summer clinics and was just over it. I got a game-winning goal in a championship game, and I kind of figured that that was like as good as it was going to get. Scott Brady can attest to that. Shout out to you, Scott. But yeah, I had started messing around with skates. My first skates were RB Swindlers, and I was messing around with those. And basically, I fell in love with it. And I remember the first time seeing kids skate was when I was downtown where I lived at, small town in Massachusetts, Westboro, Mass. They were blading these steps at this Protestant church, and I remember watching them just do soul grinds. And I think they had like cream twos or something like that, something crazy that I don't really remember. But I just remember thinking that it was just the coolest shit ever. Kind of left that day with a thought in my head that, you know, that was something cool that I wanted to pick up. Those guys would end up being the Black brothers out of Westboro, Mass, who I actually looked up to a lot when I was first starting to get my bearings with everything. And basically, I just fell in love with it after that. I started jumping stairs. I started trying to do rails, you know, hitting my first like 5-stair handrail, and I kept landing in the grass like over and over and over again. And I finally actually, you know, did the rail, and I remember I was so excited I literally skated straight home, and I told my mom about it, and she was terrified for my life. It was small moments like that that made me be overwhelmed with this crazy sense of joy. Like, you know, you land in that trick, and you know, you're killing yourself for however long. Sometimes you don't even get a trick that day. You got to go back for it. You get hurt, get kicked out, or whatever happens, you know. It's a thing in my life that I feel it just never ends. It's never complete. Whereas hockey, you know, I kind of felt like I had hit a wall with it. And I feel as if with skating, there is no end to it. It's just going to keep going and going for as long as I choose to do it. And I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. You know, over the years, I've started to get into a couple of skate videos with Joe Perez, Jason Stain, John Green, you know, a couple of other random edits, and just really just found myself in this place that was just awesome. I was seeing myself, like, you know, on big screens at premieres, and people from all over the place were giving me props on all types of tricks that I was doing. And it's just a crazy feeling knowing that I've been skating for so long now. I'm 22 now, you know, I'm a full-time college student. I'm trying to maintain this relationship with rollerblading, and it's never the easiest thing for me to do while working and all the other things that all of us skaters have come to recognize, I guess, over the history of our sport. And it's just crazy to see how far I've come, just being like wrapped up in this kind of childish dream of being one of those skaters that, you know, someone will see, you know, and say that it's fucking rad what that dude just did. And to have had that chance, you know, whether it's sponsored or not sponsored or whatever, you know, I'm always going to look back, you know, one day and know that I was a part of all that, and know that I left some sort of mark.
Yeah!
So,
fuck yeah!
Why do I rollerblade? Like I said, it would take more than 3 to 5 minutes to explain that.